Okay, very special guest here on the program. PJ Morlando, the Marlins first-round pick, Steven Strom, Kyle Seeloff, Rod Allen. Great to have you here, PJ. Welcome to Miami, brother. What has today and just the last couple of days been like for you, brother?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. I mean, this is just a dream come true. You know, as a child, I mean, everybody's childhood dream is to be a professional athlete. You know, to finally make this happen, every single one of our prayers, sacrifices, it's a dream come true. Especially be here in Miami, to be back in the home state, be back in the home weather, all the fishing spots here. I'm really stoked. I mean, this is an awesome opportunity. I've got to learn from a lot of people with a lot of MLB experience here. I've been trying to pick some brains, you know, meeting with Skip. I got to learn a few things and see, you know, what should my mind be processing right now. And he said one of the biggest quotes is focus on progress, not results. So that's something big that we're going to take into my professional career, and I'm excited. This is a blessing.
Oh, wait a minute. You're a big fisher?
Huge fisher.
You buying yourself a boat with a
no.
Okay.
All that's going away. All that's going away.
All right.
For sure. I definitely buying a new rod and reel, though. I got to get ready for some tarpon and snook.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrific. You go up there off Jupiter, off the pier, do a little fishing.
I mean, what a better spot, huh? No,
You're going to love it.
Spot
exactly.
for you.
But you won't be there long, PJ, as you progress.
Yeah.
Where
Let's hope so.
do you get all the swag from? I've been watching you all day. I mean, down there signing autographs. I looked at some stuff had you mic'd up at the perfect game, and you just seem like you have a lot of fun, but you also have a tremendous amount of confidence in your ability. Where does that come from?
Yeah, for sure. I think I've grown up through the years with it. I have a military dad. I had a grandfather who played professionally for 10 years. So, like, I think growing up within the baseball household and then having my dad, you know, being on my back 24/7, like, it's given me the confidence and ability to go out here and do what I love, but also have fun with it, you know. And I think the more fun you have, the more you're going to grow, you know, the fan base behind baseball. And, you know, the more kids we can get playing baseball is always a good thing.
PJ Morlando with us now, 19 years old, 16th overall pick. What does PJ stand for?
So the J is actually, like, non-existent. So my mom wanted me.
What do you mean non-existent?
Yeah. So on my license, it's Perry William Orlando. My dad's name is Perry. It goes down to my dad's side for a long time. But my mom wanted me to be named after my grandfather a little bit. His first name is William. And so that's where my middle name comes from. Again, he played for the Phillies, Braves, White Sox, Mariners, pretty much all the above. Hit a home run off Nolan Ryan. So
Come on.
Yeah, so she wanted me to be, you know, part of him. So, you know, we always have that going. But, yeah, so I'm supposed to be a junior, but we had to mix it up. So to put it in there, we put PJ.
You know, I was watching your stance, and you've got a wide open stance. I mean, you're spread out quite far. And you don't really stride, it looks like to me, but you generate a tremendous amount of power. Has people tried to change you over the years and a leg kick and different things like that? Or how'd you settle on the stance you have now?
Yeah, for sure. So I turned my stance to a little bit wider when I was 15. Went through a little struggling period, but my two-strike approach was always successful. So I was like, you know what? Why would I not take the successful portion? Let me widen out a little bit. Well, the widen out kept getting bigger and bigger once I started, you know, making more and more contact and putting balls in play. You know, I was hitting home runs early on with it. But once it kept getting wider and wider, you know, like this year, you know, I'd make really good contact, doubles in the gaps, but, you know, there's way too much power that's getting lost in games. So, you know, this offseason I really focused on getting a little bit of a toe tap back. I had it all the way until I was 15. So, you know, it's comfortable. I feel confident with it. And, you know, I truly start seeing some more backspin and balls are carrying a lot different.
I know we're peppering you here from all different angles.
Oh, no, you're good.
when you were growing up, Clearwater, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you told me earlier you went to 600-700 games at the Trop.
Yeah.
Is that where you really fell in love with the game of baseball, just constantly going there and sitting in there and watching these guys play?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an OG fan now. Come on now. I'm a fan of Sam Fuld. That's my favorite baseball player
That's
growing
amazing.
up. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you don't really hear it a lot. But I think the way that he played the game, I try to carry it on every single day that I play the game. You know, he was named Super Saiyan for a reason. The way that he played 110%, he didn't care if he was running into walls. All he cared about was doing the best he could for his teammates. And you know, I carry that into my game. You know, if there's any unnecessary slide I can make, I just like being dirty. You know, like going out there playing the game at a hard level, 110%. That's what makes it fun. And no matter what you do, you're contributing in the game. So it's really cool.
So how annoying was it getting intentionally walked 18 times?
Yeah. You know, it was
I shouldn't have. You know what, man? I can't put you on the spot.
Is that where you realize that you might have a career in this moving forward, that you're pretty good at this?
You know what impresses me, though, Kyle, is just the maturity. Because I think a lot of guys, you're a stud. Obviously, you won the Gatorade Player of the Year in South Carolina. Some guys might say, you know what, I'm going to try to reach out here and try to do something a little bit bigger. You didn't do that. Where did you learn how to do that?
Yeah, for sure. I think, growing up, my mom always said, control what you can control. It's a huge thing that you need to know as a baseball player. So what I couldn't control was, myself getting intentionally walked. But what I could control was trying to be the best center fielder as I could. I was trying to steal as many bags as I can. I don't care if we're up 10-1. Like, we need to still pressure these guys. So if there was any way I could steal third base, I was going to do it. I think that was really cool that I got to kind of show that off a little bit of my mature mentally approach,
sure,
or show some IQ in the game. But I think that was a huge factor of, coming into the draft. I mean, a lot of guys didn't get to see some power in season. We were asking about the home run numbers, but, when you look back at it, I tried my best to be the best teammate as I could, no matter what, and not try to get too caught up in the intentional walks. I tried to do what I could control, and that was, stealing bags and being the best teammate and playing the game everywhere else at 110%.
How wise of a decision was it for you to go to the Combine? Because I heard you showed out as far as the power is concerned. And did you know when you left there that you left that kind of impression on everybody that was watching you take BP?
Truthfully, I walked in there knowing that I was going to do it. I mean, confidently saying that. I think that a lot of guys turn their heads on me, and that's okay. That's baseball. That's what I knew was going to happen during the high school season. But that was my time to put myself back on the map a little bit. Been working on a toe tap. I wanted to show off some power that I even gained since last time they saw me. But I knew that, walking in there, I knew that talking and telling my story was going to be just fine. And I knew that I was going to go hit some home runs. So, I wasn't really worried about it. I was just excited to go ahead and put myself back on it.
I've got two more for you, PJ, and
Yes,
I'll let these guys take it from there. Fair or unfair, you hear a lot of he has the mentality and the attitude of a Bryce Harper. Could be the face of a franchise. Could be the guy that people turn to when things are going good or when things are going bad. Do you embrace that?
Absolutely. I truly believe that I was placed here by the Lord to play baseball. So any way that I can play in his name, I will. So, it doesn't matter if I had a bad day or a good day. My goal is to contribute to him. So that's being a good person on and off the field. That's being a good guy to the fans, making sure that everybody who came and watched you, you don't know if that's their only time coming to watch you. Make sure that they get an autograph. Maybe your teammate had a bad game. So did you. Okay, you pick him up. That's one of the big things about being a leader, a team guy. And then obviously, you're coming into a franchise. You're a rookie. You're on the bottom floor. So, I'm going to be playing as I am that.
Right.
I have to chase after these guys' spots. I'm not here giving anything. I'm a freshman on the varsity team. So it's time to put my head down and work.
My last one for you, and I love asking young kids this because you are so much different than all of us that we all grow up and playing sports, and if you're lucky enough to go play a little college. But when did you realize growing up that or your parents realize, like, our kid's 6 and playing with 12-year-olds, but he's different, right? But I don't ask you that to be cocky, but do you remember when you were like, I just continue to play above my level all the time? Like, I'm going to pursue this as my profession in life.
Yeah, for sure. So my dad was always deployed and stationed away in different countries. So growing up, like, it was my mom, my grandfather, and my grandma who were really, contributing to that. And I was 6 months old with, the balls that you throw on the strings on your wrist and they come back to you.
Yeah.
So they would hang that up in the door frame. And I was around 6 months old swinging a bat, and I would hit there 1,000 times a day.
Okay.
So my family knew that I guess it was in my blood. But I knew about maybe 7 years old, I was playing with a bunch of 10-year-olds. I was the shortstop, second baseman, hitting 2-hole, backside line drive because I didn't have the juice. But I just was so confident, and I'd play the game like it was my last. And I think that was something that, again, you just carry on every single day. And it's, now it's blossom, and now I get to do it at a higher level. So it's really cool, and it's a blessing that I'm able to do this now.
Talk about the
Go ahead.
All-American stuff that you were able to participate in home run contests and different things like that you won. First of all, who'd you beat in home run contest at the All-American Combine? Not Combine, but All-American Games, I guess it was. And what kind of experiences did you have? Because you didn't get a chance to play in high school that much. They didn't pitch to you.
Right.
But I'm sure in the summer you got a chance to play with the best players in the country.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'll preach right now for Sam Richardson. He's committed to play at Texas. Awesome guy. Me personally, I didn't know how the car ride back was going to be with him. I've never met almost a better person. Like, that guy is awesome. He texted me on my birthday. Nobody really posted me on my birthday, like on their Snapchat story. He was one of the people who did it. It was really cool to experience that moment with him, an awesome guy. We met his idol, which was Marshawn Lynch. So actually, funny story is Marshawn Lynch was about to walk out and give the trophy away, and I made sure that he stopped and took a picture with Sam because I found out it was his idol. You know, I don't know if that was just maybe one of the turning points in our relationship, but it was really cool to experience that with him. The All-Star game was awesome. I mean, that's every kid's dream is to go hit in the home run derby, you know, or get that opportunity to. Never in a million years would I think I was doing it at 18 years old. I got to hit with one of the guys here, Pete Alonso. So I got to hit in the cages with him.
Nice.
Meet Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman.
Those guys are pretty good.
Yeah, just pretty good, you know.
You could have exchanged a bag of Skittles for the picture of Marshawn. He used to eat the Skittles on the sideline.
Yeah.
Wait, the young man you were just talking about, did he just go undrafted, or is he younger than you are? I'm sorry.
So he's a 24 as well, but he thought college was the right fit. He's gonna do really good at Texas.
Oh, he's the real deal,
yeah,
huh?
Y'all keep an eye on him.
Ooh.
He has some of the most juice I've ever seen in my life. He's effortless, man. But yeah. So like the summer, you know, you get pitched to. It's really good competition. Every single guy you face is pretty much like you. You know, like these guys are throwing 95 as high schoolers. So, you know, I attacked every single game like it was my last again. I had fun playing it. Had a really, really good and successful summer season. So that's why, you know, I just knew that no matter what high school happened with it, I was just going to enjoy every moment with it.
You said Super Sam Fold is your favorite player,
Yeah.
but who do you pattern your game after? Who do you watch in the batter's box? And you got to have similar styles, similar motions, similar mannerisms to anybody. Is there anybody that you look at?
Yeah, for sure. You hit it on the nail with Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
I love him to death. I mean, he's just a competitor.
You met him?
I haven't, no. But my buddy knows him really well, and he says he's the same person as you see him on TV. Uber nice guy, awesome athlete, just loves the game. But you see the way he carries himself.
Intensity.
Swagger, confidence. He steps in the box like you don't want to face this guy. I just love the way that he carries himself. He was a catcher growing up, so was I. He turned to an outfielder, so did I. And, you know, when he was injured, he went and played first base. Well, for Team USA, we didn't have a first baseman, so I just went and played first base because I had it in my pocket. So it's really cool that to see a guy play the positions that I do. I mean, he's obviously an absolute stud and made names for him. I'm not saying I do, but he's a really good guy to kind of represent your game after, especially in the box and you know, playing different positions as well.
You had mentioned your dad, PJ. Just how did he shape your Major League Baseball dream?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I did push-ups, pull-ups, and sit-ups before I was 16. I never touched a weight until I was 16.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, he'd make me do like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 15 pull-ups every single night before I went to sleep. So, I don't know. Growing up with a guy who's blue-collar, you know, make sure that you know, pack your clothes the right way, wash your shoes every single time, like just little things like that. It just gets you into this routine. And I take it on to my baseball career, like make sure I hit the gym at this time or hit the right routines, go and hit in the cages after eating the right things. Like I dedicate a lot to him. I want to be like him. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever met. And then I can't thank him enough for, you know, allowing me to be the man of the house while he was gone. I got to learn so many different cultures as we moved away. I got to learn how to take care of my sister and my mom and just a lot of things that, you know, most younger kids wouldn't be able to, you know, get to experience, you know, and learn failure on your own. So it was really cool to be able to do that at a young age. I think that's what put me in the same position, and it's I take it on the baseball field as well.
One more from me. Looked like you had a real nice celebration. Looked like you were in the gym at the high school, but it looked like you had the whole city in there, everybody supporting you. How many people were there, and who put that all together for you?
Yeah, so there was 200 people there. It was at the Shipyard Park. It's the prettiest baseball facility I've ever seen in my entire life. The sunsets there are unmatched. But the people were family friends, and they were so kind enough to allow us to use that, you know, facility, and it was really, really cool moment. The window up top, you were able to see when I made the phone. Like, it was really, really cool setup-wise. But it's another one of those things where, like, you live out your dream, and a lot of people get surrounded by you, and they push you, and they support you, and it's really cool that you get to share that moment with them. So, you know, that was a dream come true.
Just kidding. One last one. Your father is obviously an inspiration to you. Was there ever any consideration to going to a service academy playing baseball, or was that never a thought growing up?
Yeah,
you seem very prideful about obviously his military background and the way he brought you up.
Yeah, I'm USA, baby. Let's go.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, so you know, I think he'll tell the same story as I've always wanted to do something for the country. I actually promised him that I would do something for it because the way that he dedicated his life and his career, I mean, he'd have to leave his kids and his wife behind.
What branch was he in?
Air Force.
Wow.
Yeah, so he'd have to go serve this country while leaving his family behind. Like, that's a hard thing to do as a man. So for, you know, just that growing up, I wanted to do something for this country. And, you know, I told him, I said I was either going to play for it or I'm going to fight for it. I got the opportunity to play for it twice. So I took every single moment as I could. I made sure I played extra hard and placed extra hard slaps down at first base, or learned the other country so I can talk smoke into it. So yeah, when we were in Mexico, I learned as much Spanish as I could. And I take it here now. I can sing you some Bad Bunny, but like it's helped me a lot, throughout my career. And there's no better feeling than putting USA across your chest and representing your country the right way.
It's the Paul Skeens route, Air Force, and then right.
So cool.
We have heard some rumors that you have the M on the necklace. Can we see that?
Wow.
When did you have that done? when did this all happen here?
Literally today.
You got it in Miami?
Yeah. We did. We took an Uber. The guy didn't speak English, so I said, like "Donde está?" And I had this little conversation with him, and we were like, all right, GLD shop. Type it in. And so we were like, all right, well, let's go there.
Wow.
Picked up the chain. We made sure we hustled back to the hotel and put it on. It looked pretty good with the suit. So I was like, all right, let's rock it.
It looks wonderful.
I appreciate it.
So we're kind of getting an understanding of how energetic you are. But, like, what is PJ outside of baseball? What do you like to do? What do you like to listen to? What's your vibe?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I love fishing. Fishing my escape from baseball. I think everybody should have an escape from baseball. It's such a mental consuming sport. And again, you have good days, you have bad days. You have to forget about every single day and play the next day like a new day. Baseball or fishing helps me do that. Nature, connecting with nature is an awesome thing. That's where you get your most strong thoughts, your strong feelings. That's where you get them. So literally could not have landed in a better spot for being baseball and fishing. So that's why I'm so excited.
More of a saltwater guy, huh?
Yeah, I'm actually as both as they can get. I don't even care if it's a runway off the road. I'll go fish it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I might even, Jack Sparrow or Aquaman that thing and jump in there and grab myself. But
be careful around the water down here, though.
Yeah, no, I ain't go gator.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught? What's the biggest one you ever caught?
I've caught a few sharks. I think that was definitely the biggest. My favorite animal is a shark. So, yeah, so I think that was my favorite thing catching. And
what kind of shark?
I mean, I've caught a few. I caught a hammerhead. I caught a lemon shark, which was with my grandfather back when I was like 5. And then I caught a sand shark. And them things got some gnarly teeth now. But
probably in the contract now that
yeah.
both.
Stay out the shark's mouth for sure. Yeah, that's definitely a part of it.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Anyone? I want to just end on this. Just being here, being in Miami, the jersey on your back, looking at batting practice. I mean, what excites you most about this opportunity?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, I got to meet some incredible people today that are definitely gave me some information and some insight, and gave me some confidence to walk into pro ball with. So I'm really, really excited for this opportunity. That's all I needed was this opportunity. I'm gonna make the most of it. This is just a stepping stone. The hard work has just begun. I can't wait to do my very best, take as much insight as I can, try to develop myself the best that I possibly can, and hopefully make it here to Miami and make a playoff run and bring as many World Series as we can to Miami because they deserve it.
It's a good way to end it.
That's a perfect way to end it.
Yes,
PJ, thank you very much for stopping by and giving us time. You're in good hands. We're very excited, and we will be cheering for you. Stay healthy, and let's have a great season.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.